A woman walks while carrying a suitcase and pushing a wheelchair. When she arrives at her destination, she sits in her wheelchair and knocks on the door, hoping someone is home. At that moment, a young woman opens the door and greets the woman. The young woman is very happy and tries to give the woman a hug, but the woman pushes and curses the young woman. The woman orders the young woman to take her suitcase, and this makes the young woman sad. Even so, the young woman takes the suitcase. When the woman enters the house, she sees that her son was walking towards her. The man greets his mother, saying that he was very happy that she had come to spend time with them. The woman says that she was feeling very lonely in her house and that at that moment she needed company due to her sensitive health. The son asks the mother to feel at home, telling her not to worry about anything and stay as long as she wants. A is overjoyed to hear this and says she hopes her son's fiancé feels the same way. At that moment, despite the young woman being embarrassed by the way her mother-in-law treats her, she says that everything was fine, since soon they will all become one family. At that moment, the bride and groom approach to kiss, but the young man's mother does not like this and asks them to wait for the wedding day. The mother asks her son to take her to the room where she will stay. The son agrees and asks his wife to take his mother's suitcase. When the mother arrives in the bedroom, she gets up from her wheelchair and goes to the bathroom.
Susana!
Being alone, she begins to think about how she should go about separating her son from the woman he wants to marry. The mother is determined to do everything to separate the couple. The other day, when her son's bride was making tea for them, his mother got impatient and asked the young woman to hurry up, because her son needed to drink before going to work. Then, when the wife brings the tea to the groom and apologizes for taking so long, his mother puts her foot in front of her, causing her to spill the tea on the groom's clothes. His mother starts to fight with the young woman, telling her to pay close attention to what she was doing, as she wanted to marry her son and should take good care of him. The groom asks the bride to be more careful when she is holding something hot, but his mother continues to yell at the young woman, even though the young woman has apologized for that mistake. With affection, the man asks his bride to get another shirt so he can change. On another day, when the groom was going to work, he found that one of his blouses was stained and asked his fiancée to explain the situation. But his fiancé said that he had not washed clothes and did not know how that had happened. His mother appears and begins to doubt the young woman's word, asking the young woman to speak the truth. The mother starts to say bad things to her son's fiancé, saying that the son should be sure that he really wants to marry this woman, since she has no qualities. The young woman tries to explain herself, saying that she really didn't know what had happened to that outfit, but the son starts to give the mother reason and gets upset with his wife. On another day, when the bride was making lunch, she hears the bell ring and goes to open the door, because it was her groom who was coming. In this distraction, the mother of the son goes to the kitchen and adds salt to the dish that the young woman was cooking, making the dish salty. While the couple greets each other, the young woman says that she had prepared soup for him and that made him very happy.
Então vem, amor, que eu preparei sua comida favorita.
Nossa, amor, muito obrigado.
At that moment, his mother returns to sit in the wheelchair. He sits down to eat and one days the dish looked very tasty and his bride says she made it with great affection for him.
Esperamos que
When he
sim.
tries it, he finds it too
Nossa, isso aqui
salty
tá
and
muito
unable to
salgado.
eat.
Nossa, é
The
impossível
man
comer
starts
isso.
to
Meu Deus,
grumble,
Suzana, o que
and
que
his
você
mother
fez?
starts
Como que
screaming
pode
and
uma
fighting
coisa
with her
dessa?
son's
Nem uma
fiancé,
simples
saying that the
sopa
young
sabe
woman
fazer.
can't do
Mas
anything
o que a
right
gente
and
também
that she
poderia
probably
esperar
won't make a
de uma
good wife.
filhinha de papai como essa menina, né? Mas não é possível.
The bride
eu tenho
tries to
certeza
defend
que eu vou colocar
herself
essas medidas
by saying that
certas.
she had done it
Nossa,
very
mano, cada dia
carefully,
que passa,
but the
ele faz
groom
as coisas
starts to
pior, parece.
question and
Vou ter que
doesn't take
procurar
the
comida
bride's
na
word
rua.
for it.
Desculpa.
The bride tries to apologize, and I know she walks away because she was sad. His mother asks him to be careful and make sure he is doing the right thing by marrying this girl, as she can't wash clothes, can't cook, or take care of him. Hearing this, the son becomes thoughtful. On the wedding day, the mother says she is very happy for her son and for the decision he was making to start a family. The son is very happy to receive support from his mother. The mother tells her son that she will have to talk a lot with the son's fiancé and future wife about the things she has done wrong, since when she gets married she will have to learn to do everything right. The mother asks her son to go before her and the bride because she wants to spend time talking with the bride before the wedding. The bride is putting on her makeup in the bathroom and says that she is almost ready. At that moment, the groom's mother smiles at her, saying that she will be a
Nossa,
great
mãe, eu
woman
tô
for her
muito
son
feliz.
and
Muito
apologizes
obrigado
for the
pelo
way
apoio
she has
desse
been
ano, tá
treating
bom?
her.
Olha, meu
The
filho,
bride
eu e a
says that
Suzana
everything
temos
is
que
fine
conversar
and that her
demais,
mother-in-law
sabe? Eu preciso
doesn't have
passar
to worry
muitas
about
coisas pra ela
anything
dessa vida de
anymore.
casada, você viu, né,
A
que ela
while
tem
later,
dificuldade
the
com
groom
muita
runs
coisa.
towards his
Então,
mother,
assim, faz o
asking if he had
seguinte, você vai
received
na
any
frente,
news.
a gente pega um táxi e
The
vai
mother
depois,
tells
pode
him
ser?
that she
Tá bom,
believes
mãe.
they
Muito
should call
obrigado
off the
pela
wedding
parte.
because his
Vamos
fiancé is
Vai,
gone.
que senão se atrasa, vai.
The mother said she looked at the hospital and already called the police, but had no idea where the bride had gone. The son is desperate and says that he will try to look for it too, but the mother asks him to wait and tells him that that woman was irresponsible for abandoning him without any explanation. The mother tries to convince the son that the right thing to do is call off the wedding, because he didn't deserve that kind of woman, but the son refuses to believe that his fiancée would do such a thing and leave him. He tells her that she would never do such a thing, but the mother is determined to make the son believe
mãe, já
that he
teve
does
alguma
not
notícia?
know the woman he
Meu
loved.
filho, ainda bem que você apareceu,
The mother
olha.
informs her
Meu filho, eu
that
acho
she
que vai
will
ter que
speak to
cancelar
the
esse
priest
casamento.
to
Sabe o que
call off the
aconteceu? Ela
wedding,
sumiu.
but at that
E
moment,
a gente
the
já
bride
procurou
appears and
até
runs
em
to her
hospital
groom's
já, meu
mother.
filho. A gente até
The
chamou a
young
polícia
woman
pra ver
holds
se
the
ajuda, porque
wheelchair
nós
and
não sabemos
pushes
mais o que que
forward,
faz.
causing the
Mas,
woman
mãe,
to
como que
fall
isso
out
pode
of
ter
the chair.
acontecido? A Suzana tava bem, mãe.
The groom
Eu
tries
vou
to
atrás dela.
understand
Não,
what
meu
was
filho,
going
volta
on
aqui.
and why his
Meu
bride
filho,
had
olha só o
done
que ela
that to her
fez.
mother.
Essa mulher te deixou
While the
plantada
mother
aqui.
pretends to cry on
Olha,
the
a gente vai ter
floor,
que cancelar
the
esse
bride
casamento.
says
Meu
that
filho
it
tem
was
um
all
pouco
an
de
act.
dignidade.
The woman screams
Mãe, a
that
Suzana
she
jamais
couldn't
faria
pretend
isso,
to be
mãe.
in
Nossa,
so
eu
much
não sei o que
pain.
tá acontecendo. Ela não
The
faria,
young
eu
woman
conheço
tells the
ela, mãe.
groom that he
Meu
didn't
filho,
need to
essa
help
mulher
his
seria
mother,
capaz de
as she
qualquer
can
coisa. Ela
walk
já te
very
deixou
well on her
plantada
own.
aqui pra fazer qualquer
At
outra
that
coisa
moment,
daqui pra
the
ali.
young woman
Olha,
asks
eu
the
vou lá
groom's
falar com o
mother
padre
to
e cancelar esse
explain how
casamento,
she
tá?
cannot walk. If the woman had managed to kidnap her so that she would not marry her son. The woman starts
Suzana, o que que você
screaming
fez com a
and
minha mãe?
saying that it
O que
was
que tá
all a big
acontecendo aqui?
lie and asks her son to help
E onde
her
você
get
tava
up,
esse tempo
to
todo,
sit on the
Suzana?
chair.
Ai,
But the
minha
young
coluna,
man
meu
does not
filho tá
understand
doendo,
what
me
was
ajuda,
happening
por
and asks the
favor.
mother to be completely sincere and tell the truth.
Como
The
que
mother
eu posso me
refuses to tell the
levantar?
truth
Não,
and
me
asks her
ajuda.
son to understand the
Não, eu não
situation.
preciso levantar ela consegue
The
sozinha.
woman says he was being
Acredita em mim.
unreasonable in
Ela
believing
tá
his wife
mentindo,
over
meu
his
filho, eu
own
não
mother.
posso me levantar, você sabe
Hearing
disso.
this, the bride goes to his mother and forces her to stand up and stop telling lies.
comparecer no meu próprio
The woman
casamento.
gets up, but
Meu
starts
filho, eu não
complaining of
acredito
pain
nessa
and
mulher, não.
pretending to
Meu
cry.
filho, pelo amor de Deus,
The
não
young
acredito
woman
nessa
tells her
mulher, não, ela é
fiancé
mentirosa,
that that
me
was the
ajuda aqui,
truth
meu
and that
filho.
her mother had been
Mãe, olha no
pretending
fundo do
all
meu olho
this
e me
time
responde.
that she couldn't
Isso é
walk.
verdade, mãe.
Meu filho,
The young
por favor,
woman
não
says
acredita
that
nela,
that
não.
woman had tried to
Acredita em mim,
kidnap
que sou
her
sua mãe,
so that
mas
she
o que
would
tá
not be able to
acontecendo aqui,
arrive
meu
in
filho?
time
Me
for the wedding,
ajuda.
but that she had managed to escape. The young man starts to get angry and curse his mother for having felt cheated all this time while trying to take care of
Tá
her.
vendo, amor? Não te falei, ela
The woman
consegue
then
andar.
stops crying and straightens her spine. The mother tells her son that everything was a lie, but that she had reasons, because the bride's father had left her at the altar when they were young, and when she found out who her son was going to marry, she lied that this was the moment to revenge on him, because by hurting the daughter of the man who had abandoned her, the woman would be able to reach him. The mother says she never got over the fact that the bride's father had married another woman and not her. The son gets even angrier, trying to understand what he and his fiancée had to do with the situation, because they weren't to blame for what happened in the past. The son says that it's not because his mother's marriage had gone wrong, that she should ruin her own son's wedding, and asks her to leave and never show up again. The mother cries, asking forgiveness for her son, and tries to approach him, but he doesn't want her near him. She crouches on the floor and begins to cry her eyes out as her son screams that he will marry his wife and will never believe a word his mother says again. His mother tries to approach him again, feeling regretful, but realizes that it was too late, because she had hurt her son so much. While the mother cries, the bride and groom head towards the church to finally get married, because he had hurt his son so much. While the mother cries, the bride and groom head towards the church to finally get married, because he had hurt his son so much. While the mother cries, the bride and groom head towards the church to finally get married,